All right. So we saw that New York Giants wide receivers Odell Beckham, Victor Cruz, Sterling Shepard, Roger Lewis, they all got on a boat in Miami and kind of party, kind of had fun. Which, I'm kind of on both sides of this. Like, hey, that's cool, have fun. At the same time, you're preparing for a playoff game against Green Bay. Now, they were on a yacht. They were with, I think, Trey Songz was there. A few other celebrities were on there. And I get that's a way to relax, right? To wind down and cool. There were drugs there. There was weed. I don't care if you do or don't, but probably not the best thing because the NFL is on you like that. So the Giants, they play the Packers in a wild card game Sunday at Lambeau Field. They already lost to Green Bay 23-16 this season. So it kind of, I don't know where I want to go with this just yet. It is somewhat a problem. Maybe it's not a problem. Here's my thing. I'm a person. If I'm an athlete, I'm preparing for a game, especially a playoff game. My attitude, and I'm not judging these guys. I'm not saying anything against these guys, but my process throughout that week would be to stay low key, right? To stay kind of not away from everybody, but to relax in my own way of just being at the house. Maybe getting some workouts in, but watching film, just staying inside, staying in my own lane, right? I'm not going to go out on a boat, right? It's kind of my thing. They had a different plan. They went on a boat. They went to go have fun, right? Which we can't blame them. That's their lives. That's what they want to do. And Coach Ben McAdoo, he said this, quote, "The players were off. I'm not going to talk about the players and their off time. They showed up ready to work on Tuesday, had a good day of practice." I'm not too worried about this. But here's the deal. If the Giants lose to the Packers, this story, which has already been kind of big just because media likes to play things out, right? This will become a major topic of discussion all season, off season, the whole time, the whole off season. This will be a topic. If the Giants lose to the Packers in a wild card game, this will be a topic. If Beckham struggles, if Victor Cruz struggles, if Sterling Shepard and Roger Lewis struggle, which Roger Lewis has been struggling already, so maybe not just him. But if those guys struggle and the Giants lose, this will be talked about all off season long. It will be. There's no doubt about it. Because everybody's going to be saying, look, you should have been studying, you should have been watching film, you should have been not partying, not going out. You chose that, and you lost. I mean, there's no guarantee that the Packers players, they weren't out somewhere else. And so what really gets to be the story is, what's really the bigger problem here? Is the bigger problem the players, Odell, Victor Cruz, and those guys going out on a boat in Miami? Is that the problem? Or is the problem them posing for a picture and going on social media? Is that the bigger problem? Right? And there's been interviews with several players, former players, saying, what did you do when you were preparing for a week for playoffs or something? Some said, even Chris Carter, he said, being in Minnesota, we would go out to Miami, to Florida, to go relax. And by relaxing, probably getting on a boat. Probably having some fun. Because, right now, here in Texas, the weather keeps going back and forth, but right now it's 20-something degrees. I don't want to go out. And if I had the chance to hop on a plane to go to Miami or Southern California, shoot, you best believe I might go out there and do that. So, what's really the bigger problem? Is it them actually going out, or is it just being a picture on social media that goes viral, of course? And because being Odell, who Odell is, everything he does is going to be scrutinized 10 times. It's just everything's going to be bigger for him. So what's really the big story? If they win and they go on, if Beckham struggles, mainly him because he's just the bigger name. If Beckham struggles a little bit and the Giants win, it'd be somewhat talked about, but, it'd be kind of blown off. If Beckham struggles and the Giants lose, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad because that's all we're going to hear. I'm going to be the few media people who won't bring it up because I'm bringing it up now, and that's all I'm going to say about it because it's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, my personal opinion, I would have liked it if those players would have not posed for a picture or not have gone out, I don't know. It's someone else's life, right? So it's kind of weird, but it's a playoff game and it's a big game. I would have liked you just to stay low key. That's my thing. Just stay low key the whole time. That's all I want. That's all I want. Let me know in the comment section what you think should have happened and what's the bigger issue.